Does it matter to anybody that Nas might use a co-writer or not use a co-writer? Does it matter?
I mean, to me, it matters not. But obviously, there's people that really stick to what they feel. I don't know. You know, first of all, there is no hip-hop rule book. So that's the first thing I always tell people. Show me a library that got the hip-hop rule book in it, we can have this conversation. Hip-hop has always been made up as we went along. Period. End of story. You know what I'm saying? From when I was growing up, everybody in my crew wasn't prolific. So we may have been doing routines that I wrote, or we may be doing a routine that my friend wrote. Who cared at the time? So all these, when you say ghostwriting and all this other stuff, I applaud the fact that Drake got ghostwriters, because a lot of these guys, if he would have stuck to his guns, maybe, I wouldn't say ghostwriting, co-writers, if he'd have stuck to his guns, as busy as he is and all the stuff he's doing, and then tried to go into the studio and make you hits with all the pressures he's under, we might not be liking him right now. So if you got somebody who's fresh, who's not under that same stress, and they're creative, that's why you have them in the studio. What's the reason to have all these people around in the studio if they can't donate to the cause? I could give you, when I first got in with Big, we sitting in the studio, and he was writing a record, and I said, and he said, ain't that right, boo? And I was like, yo, tell him to say true. And somebody said, true. And I went downstairs on my own and got the girl at the front desk who was at the Hit Factory. She just sitting at the front desk. I said, Ma, come upstairs real quick, come upstairs real quick. She said, I can't leave the front desk. Got one of the interns, yo, come sit at the front desk. Getting her fired. And she came upstairs and just said, true. You know, it's that simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you creative. You know, in the Mad Rapper, when I did all them skits, the Trevin Jones. Trevin Jones was Daddy's House manager of the studio. And he talked really like that. Hi, good morning, how are you? That's how he talked every day. I was like, oh God, you sound funny. And then Shay, the girl was Shay, that was her real name. She worked the front desk, she answered phones. But it worked. You know what I mean? And that's what creative is, that's why you have those people around. So I could imagine if Drake tried to keep it real and write all the rhymes and under pressure, go act, go do a tour, we would have been like, oh, he's trash. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, who knows? I'm just saying, I applaud anybody who uses the creative process right and gives somebody their credit. That's what it's supposed to be, because especially with social media now, you know what I mean? It's pretty hard not to know. And even, you know, even with Kanye, I mean, he's graduated to his other level, and he uses people sometimes to help him write. Like, what's the problem with that? I don't see how that doesn't make you great. Because if the same Quentin Miller came and told you to say his rhymes, could you say it the same way Drake did it? No. Absolutely not. So there's an art in what Drake still has to translate that into his style and make you believe he wrote it. That's what was so disappointing to everybody. I was really believing it because you were so believable. So we should be applauding him like, damn, you good. You know what I'm saying? We should be applauding him as opposed to hating on him. Like, you did a good job, fam. I couldn't have done it better.